culture and about the music actually, because we never really had, electricity for plugging in nothing. We couldn't plug in nothing, so we had to create our own music, So yeah, well, I've been playing this music for a while. I would say like about 11, because my grandfather, Cirilo Antonio, our grandfather, he was always, the one that's pushing it and have his own crew, and they, get on the bus and they travel over here, travel there. I was always the one that's sitting at home waiting, until he gets drunk so I can play, so I can learn to play the drum a little bit, It's okay, I'll get personal, I'll get, we're family now. Yeah, but just to keep it short, I just want to show you guys a little bit about how this, give you guys a couple of names about my instruments, so we can be a little bit more up on it. So the small one, small drum, which is called a primero, okay? Real rhythm drum. It's the rhythm drum actually. It's the one that really, really like the real percussion. This part is the highs of the music, all right? And then we also have, well, I would look at this as a male, all right? More of a male drum. This one, look at it, real big. It's called segunda, all right? Can I hear it, please?
Segunda.
Oh, you guys, perfect. Segunda, that's what it's called. I look at it, well, it's a rhythm drum. I look at it as the female drum, all right? Only because, well, they can play together, but they go together. They go together. This is more of the bass, the bass, the everything to it. So, yeah, this is the rhythm drum. This one is the segunda drum. The real sound of the drum. Then we also have, just giving you a little rundown, right?
Yeah.
This is called Hana. All right? Hana. It's actually something that this is what we really, this is like, this is our stove. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, don't get it twisted. Everything is made out of this, in this. If we get rice off the fields and it still has the shells on it, yeah, boom, 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 it's happening. Okay? We get the cassava, yuca, all the names we have for it. You peel it, you boil it, you can also beat it again. Okay, we get the platanos, plantain, whatever we call it. It's still the same thing. Okay, you boil it, you put it in here, we beat it. Okay, make a little gravy, little fish, and that's a meal. All right, so yeah, everything revolves around this, So yeah, let me throw that in there for you. Hey, we didn't have plates. We didn't have plates. But it's okay.
Is it a calabash?
Yes, calabash. Exactly. That's the name of it. It's a calabash. In Garifuna, it's called Rita. All right? Yeah, it sounds like Rita. Rita. All right? And this is what we actually eat out of. You can observe, heat, everything. It's all good. Okay? I just want you guys to know that. Yeah, this is all from the scratch. We never had, like I said, we never had no spoon. We never had no cups. We had to create this stuff here. Okay, this is actually a cup. It's the same thing, a calabash, all right, which is smaller, all right? We use this as cups, all right? Thank you for listening, okay? Well, let me go a little bit to the music part. That was the food part, all right? Okay, look, so we also, well, I'll show you guys a little bit about the drum, and I'll fix that for you guys. Once again, look, like I said, the Rita, like I said, the calabash, is very important. It does a lot to us. It does everything. We even make instruments out of it. All right, and that's how we do. We make instruments out of it. We get a certain gravel that we put inside, and actually the gravel that we use is like, I can't remember the name of it, but there's a certain seed that we get off of the tree. It grows like string beans. You know how string beans grow?
Yes.
Yeah, it grows like string beans, So, that's what we use. You got to peel them up and then you let it dry. You put them in there, so we get music. All right? That's a part of it. Okay, we also use this as an instrument. Okay. We didn't kill a turtle. It's okay. We don't kill a turtle.
Too late now.
We find the turtle. When we do find a dead turtle, we don't find them as often, but So when we do find a dead turtle, we just take it and we put it in the ants. They got an ants patch. You guys know about an ants patch? Well, okay, ants, just the ants. You're gonna see ants. So we put these in the ants patch. You just leave it. It's a dead turtle. It got the legs, everything inside of it. You leave it in the ants patch, and then you come check it out in the next couple of days, and you'll see that it's gonna be well cleaned and ate out, by the insects, right? Okay, so that's how we did it. Then we do our little details. We do little details to it, clean it up, and we sun it. We put it in the sun. That way we get sound out of it. So you get sound.
Different sounds too.
Right? Different sound. You get sound out of it. Okay, you guys. Okay, what else I have here? Okay, I'm gonna give you guys this right here is actually a crown.
Yeah, it is.
This one,
That's the front.
This is a crown, right? This is something that my traditional ancestors, that's what they dance with. Actually, they dance, we make our own costumes, and we dance with this stuff. Celebration, actually. Like Christmas time, we celebrate, it's a little special occasion. We celebrate with this. Everybody, well, I used to see my grandfather do it, actually. I was actually scared, Yeah, they get real scared because the costumes get so big and bright and shiny, and it's like whoa, But it's interesting, and it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing, So but this is actually just a crown. Put this on your head. They put it on your head, and this is a mask. Well, I can go deeper and tell you guys a little bit more about this.
Tell us.
Oh, okay. Well, this is actually a mocking thing. We had what you call them? Was they the masters or the ones that were actually trying to take our land and
The colonizers.
Right, trying to take our land. They trying to impregnate our women and all. No, really, seriously. Impregnate your women, and then they trying to separate us. They be like, hey, don't go with them. Don't you mess with those Garifuna. They're cannibals. We was actually called cannibals because of
This is the same thing in Jamaica too.
Right, thank you. We were called cannibals, all right, because we had our own. We grew our own fruits, and we had our own land. We dug our boats. We take big trees and we dug our boats out. So everything was always man-made. We do wonders with a little machete. We do wonders with one chisel to dig a boat out. So yeah. So like I was saying, when the masters came around for a minute, they trying to separate us from just our complexion of our skin. We was being so hey, they were like, hey, don't you mess with them. See, so what we do, we as the men, as the leaders, because now they're here to impregnate our women, and mix the breed, mix us up. So what we did, we just, hey, we like, hey man, we got to come up with something, So what we did, hey, we got some screen, the screen, and we got creative, and we made faces that kind of look like them, So right, and so what we did, we start dressing like them, we start kind of mocking them, we're mocking them now, because they already set us up like, hey, don't you mess with those guys, don't you mess with that tribe. That tribe is cannibals. So what we did, yeah, okay. So now when we start, that what really got them. Then they're like, hey man, we gotta leave that tribe alone. That tribe. Right. So okay. Let me cut it short for you guys, but it's interesting. Well, the drums, I'm gonna cut it short, and I'm gonna do a little drum session for you guys, so you guys can get the feel of it. I actually have a few different rhythms that we do. I can show you a little bit, like this. This one is a short, it's slow. This drum, like I said, is the rhythm drum. So it can actually move you, you know? Okay, well, what I'm gonna do, yeah, well, what I'm gonna play is something gonna be, we do this more for like, for funerals and you know, church and, you know, more, yeah, like when we're weeping and you know, there's a, you know, spiritual, right, real spiritual. So this one is called a Hüngühüngü. You know, this is more like what they use in the church. You do it, like I said, the church, the Garifuna temple, you know, where it's like this. It goes something like this. If Mr. Ronnie, give me a little bass. That's the boom. See? I told you that's the heartbeat. That's the heartbeat. Okay? It really moves you. There you go. Thank you. That's just a little. Okay, that's the Hüngühüngü actually. Okay? But you know what? This drum is way not tuned.
That's what you dance in the temple, and you dance it in circles. The indigenous way. You know how indigenous people do circles when they dance?
Yes. Let me tell you a little bit more about the drum. I actually played it and it wasn't tuned up. These are the keys. All right. You call these the keys for the drum. All right. So that's for the adjustment. I actually played it just now with all the way loose because you don't never leave your drum with the keys tight, adjusted. You have to loose the drums when you're putting it up or when you're storing it. You know, you gotta loose them. Don't keep them tight because then you're gonna destroy the drum. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just tighten up a couple of them. This one.
I told you he was a master drummer, right?
Keep it, just to keep the sound right. See? The difference, right? So now this one is called Paranda. Yes, it's more of a smoother, faster.
Kind of like reggae beat, but it's not reggae.
Faster, a little faster. You know, you can more move to it. You can cha-cha to it. Yeah.
I like that.
Let me give you a little piece of it, just so we can get an idea of it. That's more movement. It's okay. That's when you get off of work and you want to take your shoes off. It's okay. You move around. That's what we do with that one. All right. And we also have this one. This is a punta. A little bit faster.
Famous punta.
More faster. Yeah. Famous punta. A lot of people like the punta because it's more of a joyful thing. Let me see what you got for me over there, buddy. Because you're doing a good job with the segunda. Segunda run things, really. Okay. Everything revolves around the segunda, to tell you the truth, because you know it really brings a good rhythm, and that moves people. That moves you, moves me. All right, this one is gonna be punta.
Give me the lead. How? I forget.
You can give me the one the one beat again.
Okay.
you. Just showing you the little different rhythm that we can bring, different sound, you know, and oh yeah, we got more. This one is joyful. Now this one I'm gonna play. Well, that's my cousin, bro. This one, yeah, well, this one is the one we played with this stuff. You know, with the crown and the face, the whole mocking thing. This is what we played with. And oh, believe me, it works because they had to leave our women alone. You know? Yeah. So okay, this one is gonna be. We call this jankuno. This is jankuno. This is more jump around. A lot of colors, a lot of frills, a lot of crowns and bright colors. That's what it's about, and it's really exciting. It's good to see. Beautiful. Scary, right? Because it scared me as a baby. Yes. I'm not gonna lie. It's scary.
How does the segunda go for Wanaragua?
Yeah, not hard but faster. Not forward but faster. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. Here's what you do. You gonna put the crown on? You gonna dance? Sorry about that.
Because you gotta concentrate, and it's hard to keep up with a master drummer.
Right. So, well, I appreciate you guys. So while I'm here, I'm gonna put this drum together. You know, just to show you guys basically how it's set. This is how it looks. You know, it's from a tree. From a tree, you gotta dig it out. You know. Some people started off by starting a little fire inside of it, you know. But when the original people do it, they just go with one machete and you just keep working it and working it. But see now we have people that use a little chainsaw. That way they can get it, you know. So the holes are for the strings to go through, and that's to adjust. This is the skin that we use on it. The skin could be used from a cow, from a deer, you know, from a cow, from a deer. Goat too. Yeah, goat too. Yeah, and we also use another piece of wood inside as a crown, so we can keep it together. You gotta wet it before you even try to get it in this way. You have to wet it, soak it, you know, so it can be usable, so you can be able to mold it in any which way you need. All right, so I'm gonna put it together for you guys, but until then, I'm gonna cut it right here and tell you guys that I appreciate everybody for sitting down listening, you know, and for me to share my culture with you guys. All right, so I'll sit here and I'll put this together, and we'll see who's gonna. Is there any questions?
Any
Is
questions?
there any questions? Is there any fast 1, 2, 3 punta you want to hear, you know, I'm here. And thank you guys again.
Appreciate
All
it.
right?
Dayton Bernardez, ladies and gentlemen. So Dayton is going to put together this drum, and with this drum will be donated to UNICA,
Right.
to your organization, right? And so yeah,
Right, that's good.
a drum like this, you will pay anywhere between $300 to $400 for a
Right.
drum like this.
So when did they start teaching you how to make a drum?
Excuse me?
When did they first teach you how to make a drum?
I used to sit around and look at my grandfather do it so much to where it's like, it just came to me, you know? I just picked it up, you know? I picked it up, so as my grandfather used to do it. And a lot of people used to actually go to it. So I'm like, hey, grandpa, I need this fix, I got to, you know, so I picked it up from him actually, you know? I picked it up from him. Good question, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So let me see how we do this. Yeah. Now we start this one off like that.
So, since modern life is taking away all the indigenous culture, is the young people interested in making drums and stuff like that?
Yeah, actually, yes. I feel so good. I feel like my job is done here because they have so many young generation that is doing it now. You know, oh, it feels good. We actually have like a concert. They have a battle of the drums now. We have, they took it to another level. So I'm so pleased to know that it's not getting drifted away, you know, like, because we weren't losing it. We were losing it totally.
Yeah. What would they use before?
They used to use like, actually this stuff. Like this, yes, twine.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Twine, yeah, that's what we used to use. You know, because just like I said, this is twine, this grows on a tree, and what you do, you wet it. That's the only way you can really curve it how you want. You know, you gotta wet it. Yeah, you pull it off the tree, clean it up at the same time, you know, and then you wet it, you soak it. That's the only way, that's how we get, you know, we was kind of creative. You know, because I never thought we would have, you know, we thought of something like this. It's pretty, yeah. So this is just, you know, we just switched it up with a little rope, you know. Yeah, it's not as easy to get, you know, to do the twine thing. It's not the same. So where did I grow up? Oh, I grew up in Belize. Yeah, in Belize.
Yeah, where did you?
But I migrated here in LA. You know, I love LA.
Where is your grandfather from?
Oh, my grandfather is originally from Honduras.
Oh.
Yeah.
Remember, they all came to
Yeah, he's
Honduras.
originally from
They spread
Honduras.
out.
Spread out. What part of the league did you live in?
I live in Stan Creek, Dangriga. Yeah.